Hello everyone, Hamas28 here, and today we're back in the world of Reclamation. So there's really not a whole lot left to do, except for building the Ender Portal, defeating the Ender Dragon, and getting out of here. But before we can do that, we still require our antimatter pellet. If you look at our backpack, I have obtained our biome essences. As you can see in the quest book here, they're all collected. So now all we have to do is visit the end and perform the Ender Portal ritual. But we still need the antimatter pellet, and I've never built this before in Mechanism. So I'm just going pretty much exactly off of the wiki here, and it said the minimum you can use to build it takes 3 SPS ports, a supercharged coil, SPS casing, and some reactor glass. Luckily, once I figured out how to turn up the burn rate on the fission reactor, it made it a lot easier to get the polonium and plutonium. But man, that was so expensive. In another mod pack, if I have to do this again, I'm definitely going to set up multiple ways to farm charcoal, because I needed so much charcoal to turn into sulfur so we could continue to power the fission reactor, because each one of these blocks is crazy expensive. Look at this casing. A single block takes 1 HDPE sheet, which early game expensive. Where I'm at right now, not expensive at all. I've made the pellets before, it was super easy. But then each block takes 4 polonium and 1 plutonium. It's insane. Each block takes 50,000 millibuckets of nuclear waste. And you need this many, 72 at a minimum. But regardless, let's see if we can build this guy. So, looking at the wiki, we have to build the outline like so. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. And then to save money, you can use reactor glass. Let's see. I think you can put it on the bottom. Let me see what it says here. The frame has to be the casings. The sides, bottom, and top can either be reactor glass or ports. Okay, so we should be able to put reactor glass here. Oh, I'm getting a call. 1 second. Alright, I guess they'll call me back. And then, let's see. It does show the bottom is like this. And then you have to do... Where's my pickaxe? Right here. Like this as well. So I guess each side has to be the same. Which is why this is so expensive. I have bamboo. I have structures we can use. That's bamboo. I want bamboo. I want scaffolding. There we go. We'll put this right here. 2, 3, 1. Oh, want to get up here. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Take off this one. Take off this one as well. Take out this one. Let's see, how's that looking? Yeah, looks correct. So come out on this side, 1, 2, that's not the 3, right here. And then each side has to have this shape. And then for the power, I think that's what these are for. Let's see, the diagram doesn't say where to place the ports. Oh, is the frame? Oh, they called me back. I'll be back in 1 second. Alright, the call is done. Now let's finish this guy. So we're gonna need to do the same. This one needs to go. Do the same on each side until it's done. And then I believe you need one side. One port is for power. So we can go ahead and put the power port here. Like so. That'll give it power. And then 1 is for the polonium. I think that's what it says. Let's see, where does it say that? The amount of antimatter per second scales linear with the amount of energy available. The maximum conversion is 2,000 millibuckets of polonium converted to 2 millibuckets of antimatter per tick. So 1 here, 1 here. And then you do this frame on each other's side, so we'll come back once it's fully built. And there we go. The supercritical phase shifter is complete. Status idle. Now there is one thing to note. You can see that little block in there. It is the supercharged coil. To actually put energy inside, make sure you have a supercharged coil on the other side of where the power is coming in. Now I don't know if I have to configure that power source. Let me see. Output, input. Okay. This one will be output. So it looks like there's only output and input. Although I don't see it getting power per se. But now that it's running, we have to input polonium into this guy. At least I think it's polonium. Let's see. Polonium. Yep. So you could see here is our solar neutron activator feeding into our pressurized reaction chamber where it's currently making more polonium pellets. Can we turn polonium pellets into polonium gas? Guess not. So what we could do is we could have the fuel just go over there, or we could just pump it from here that way. How expensive is that? If we have to pump it all the way to the front, that way, that way, that way, not bad, not bad. We're not making too much polonium, so I don't think we'll need the ultimate pipes. Let's see. We need a pressurized. We could probably do, yeah, elites would probably work. Actually, advanced would probably work just fine. Pressurized tubes. Make 32. Think that'll be enough. Because we just need to make antimatter at this point. We don't need to get any more pellets. I don't think I can break this, but what I can do is just tell this not to output. None. Output from the back. Oh wait, no. That's wrong. Side config. Oh, there we go. Input back, output front. So if this is the front, this is left. And we'll feed it. Ooh, it's gonna touch this pipe. I can't have it touch the pipe. So we go 1, 2. Yeah, that works. Now we have it output our gas. Output here. Front, we're going to set to none. Sounds like it ran out. Yep. Now this is filling with polonium. Well, it was until we ran out. We're going to have to put some more fuel in here. Let's see, what are we out of? We have uranium. Okay, so I need a lot more sulfur to keep this running. But for right now, let's come over here. Run the tubing. Looks like this was just enough. And connect this guy. It did something for a second. Empty, empty. Progress 1%. Okay, so we're going to need a lot more polonium, which means I need the fission reactor to have a lot more fuel. The bottleneck right now is going to be sulfur. Luckily, I can make more sulfur through gunpowder and flint, which works. Let's see, sulfur. Yeah, gunpowder, and then we can make gunpowder through flint, and then you can make flint through gunpowder, or we could just make flint pretty easily, like so. Like that. Come over here, throw that in here. $16 more. Throw that in there. That's going to start cooking, and we'll get more sulfur. So we'll come back in a second. Alright, so I threw some more sulfur in there. We have 2000 polonium in the reactor and another 2600 in the tube. I disconnected the power because I think this guy was stealing all the energy. Because you could see my turbine actually completely drained itself. I'm not sure why that happened. But anyway, let's reconnect this. Yep, there goes all the power. This is going through. The process rate is 0.01 millibuckets per tick. It's sucking in about 200,000 kFE every second. And we have 2 millibuckets of antimatter. This is draining pretty fast as well. Let's see, to make our antimatter pellets, we need 1,000 millibuckets in the chemical crystallizer. And this comes at a rate of 1,000 to 1, which means we're going to be here for quite a long time before we get a full 1,000 millibuckets. Yeah, that gets drained. That's good on fuel. I'm just going to have to leave this running for a pretty long time. Like, it looks like we can keep up the polonium production. The issue is just that it's extremely slow. And as long as the reactor has fuel, we can keep powering the process. Yeah, there we go, 3 millibuckets. But we need 1,000 in the crystallizer, so we might as well go make the crystallizer while we wait. Chemical crystallizer. I think I made one before, right? Chemical crystal washer crystallizer. That's going to take a steel casing, some refined obsidian ingots, which... Okay, now we actually need to use our osmium compressor, so it's a good thing I built that. I left it right here, because we're going to need 4 of those and 2 ultimate control circuits. We should be able to craft these. Ultimate control circuits. We need 2, craft 2. Awesome. Then we're going to need 4 of these refined obsidian ingots, which will take 4 refined obsidian dust. So we can also craft the dust. Refined obsidian dust. Set this to only see the craftable. It's going to make 8. That's fine. And then we need to combine it with osmium in the compressor. So let's grab 4 osmium. And let's see. It's done crushing, enriching the obsidian. That's the slowest part. Now it's infusing those. It says it's still crafting these. They should be in the crusher. Oh, because this is just obsidian dust. I need it to be refined. Yeah, there we go. It put in more diamonds to infuse it. So that's done here. We could just leave that in there. And then we're going to need the refined obsidian dust. Grab that, throw it in our compressor. And we're good to go. So once that's done, we'll have the chemical crystallizer. And then, how does it go in here? I think it's a liquid. So I think we'll need a pressurized... Well, this is for gases, so I think we'll need a pipe. And the rate we do it is so small. Yeah, the basic mechanical will be fine because we're only producing so little at a time. So grab our refined obsidian ingot. Throw that in here and make our crystallizer. Let's see how we're doing over here. I like the animation, it's pretty cool. 5 antimatter. Is there any way? It did say that the only way to make it go faster is to input more power, and you can see we're inputting 250,000 KFE every tick. And the only way we could get more is if we build another turbine, because as you can see here, this is limited by the blades and the coils. We'd have to make an even bigger turbine to get more power for this guy, which is probably why it asks you to make the fusion reactor, because it outputs millions of RF per tick. Anyways, so now we just put this guy here. Throw your crystallizer. That's on output, right? Well, it's not outputting it. Oh, because this is... I'm guessing it's going to be a gas. So let me try this guy. Yep. Then we'll have to power this as well. Antimatter, no recipe. How do I give it a recipe? Antimatter pellets. No recipe. How do I make the pellet then? Antimatter, antimatter pellet. Just says 1000 antimatter. Because you can also use it in the antiprotonic nucleosynthesizer. And you can see this uses way less antimatter. So to convert a skeleton skull only takes 5. Light gray wool to a block of quartz takes 2. Heart of the sea. Red wool to that. Tin to iron. A beacon to end crystals. Coal to diamond only takes 4. A respawn anchor. Oh, you can make the enchanted golden apples. Chorus fruit, crying obsidian, glowstone. Why would you want to convert bows to crossbows? Egg to dragon egg. Yeah, all this stuff is really cheap. But we need an antimatter pellet, and you can see it's actually used for a bunch of other stuff as well. But we're not going to go that deep into this anyway. We just need to make the pellet so we can perform the recipe. So we're currently at 7 millibuckets. We need to reach 1,000. And at the current rate we're going, it's processing 0.01 millibuckets every tick. This is going to take a very, very long time. So we'll be back in a couple hours. Alright, it's been a couple years since our last recording. Let's check on our antimatter. Awesome. 1 antimatter pellet. Good to go. The impossible material. Actually, it didn't take years. It took a pretty long time. Mostly because... how do I say? We had an issue with power, so I built a second turbine generator. And then I realized with a second turbine generator, kinda didn't fix the problem, because now the steam coming out of the fission reactor was just split between two turbines, which essentially cut the power by each one in half. But I was able to fix it by just amping up the burn rate on the... Is that running out of water? No. Okay. Phew. By amping the burn rate on the reactor so it would output even more steam. Of course, that meant we need even more fission reactor fuel. So I got more of that, but in the end, it all works out. So now we can finally do our ender portal. And for that, antimatter pellet goes here, anima essence, intelligent apparatus, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's everything. 1, 2, 3. What the? Why do you have the tankiest armor in the game? Alright, that was random. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, the ender air bottle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What are we missing? Pellets, matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there we go. They air it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then this will take yellow and a bunch of purple. Yellow and a bunch of purple. I hope 3 is enough. But we should be all set. That should be everything we need. Oh, we also need the altar power though, 9001. How much were we at? We were at a little under, so I'm gonna have to upgrade this. Yeah, we need 9001. We're at a little under 8,000. So we can get more with the Wither Skeleton Skull, right? Yeah, Wither Skeleton or the Player Skull, Chalice. With the filled chalice. Redstone soup is pretty easy. Stone soup. Wool of bat, tongue of dog. We can make this now that we have access to bats. That's what stopped us before. So, and it's another thunderstorm. Why are there so many thunderstorms? I feel like I never see this many thunderstorms in normal Minecraft. But regardless, I'm going to upgrade this and see if we can get ourselves to over 9,000. And now we're back. We have our player head, our candelabra, and our filled chalice. And if you're wondering what's the easiest way to get the player head, I think it has to be the this way. Having a witch kill a named snow golem will drop the player's head matching the golem's name. So all you have to do is take the name tag, which you can get in this pack by converting a book and quill, name your snow golem yourself, and then summon a witch and have the witch kill it. So you can see over there I trapped a witch and I put a name tag on her, so she's trapped in that corner, just in case I need another head at some point. But now we have nearly 11,000 power. And with that, we can do the Ender Portal Creation Circle. So we're going to need yellow and purple. Yellow and purple for all of this. And we're going to have to do it kinda in this spot here. There's not much room for it elsewhere. It has to be within the range of the altar. So I'm going to go ahead and erase these. And now that it's erased, we can go ahead and draw the ritual circle. So it's going to start with our standard little 3-wide circle. Then it's going to expand out past that 1, 2, 3, 4 out to the wide one. I don't know if we have room for that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we have just enough room for that. 1, 2, 3. So this is going to be 7 wide. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then the corner is 1, 2, 3 as well. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Then we have to connect this through some lines. So each of these three is going to go and add like a little M dash type thing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then we connect those with a 3 right here. So let me combine this chalk. Get some more durability out of it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And I believe that's it. So now if we take all of our items and throw it in the center, and activate it, we will summon the Ender Portal, and with it, a path to the end. Why does it place it so high? Grab my sword. And then it wants us to collect it, right? Yeah. Visit the end. Oh, that's optional. So we just have to visit the end. And for that, we're going to need some blocks. Why are we... Oh, we probably ran out of fuel for the fission reactor. That's fine. We don't need it anymore. We're going to need... This is out of power too. Oh, my goodness. All right. Let me see if we can get power back online. All right, the power is back online. We ran out of fluoride, which is the issue. Ender Pearl. We need the Eye of Ender. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we're going to need some blocks. We have scaffolding. That works. And we're fighting the Ender Dragon. And creative flight would make it a lot easier, but I mean, this works just as well. I need some way to get up to the Ender thingamabobs. So let me make, if I make a bow and some arrows, that should be fine. That means I don't have to go up there. Actually, I just need arrows. Rope arrow, those look pretty cool. We're out of feathers, of course we are, because I never use feathers. Flax in the mana pool. Any other way to get feathers? Spectral arrows. That's going to let me double my arrows. We're out of glowstone. How are we out of glowstone? We should never be out of glowstone. I literally can grow glowstone. Okay, that should be enough. And then I should have a crossbow in the house from every time I killed the pillagers. I left them in there. Yep, we got 2 of them. Piercing, probably don't need that. Pillager head, useless. Yeah, we don't need any of that. Let's go ahead and recharge these. Oh, that's not... I instinctively hit R to reload. Okay, reloaded. Let's put some scaffolding up here. Grab my axe. Oh, we might need the pickaxe actually. Remove the cherry logs, and let's light this guy. Oh, I can actually just take the logs with me for building blocks. And that's it. We're off to the races. The final battle versus the Ender Dragon. How much food do I have now that I think about it? 18 toasts and 4 fish and chips. Yeah, we should be fine. I doubt the Ender Dragon can kill us. And since the Terror Blade... Oh, how much mana do we have? 0. Should have probably upgraded these. With Terra Steel. I don't think I have any left over. Let's see, if I throw it in here... Yep, it'll fill up. That will let me get regen for the entire fight, so we should be pretty well equipped to do this. I should have upgraded these though. For the cost of 1 Terra Steel, the Bond of Mana holds up to 4 times more mana, which is really effective. But as long as this is a vanilla Ender Dragon fight, it really shouldn't be that difficult. Yeah, you can see, there we go. The armor repaired itself because it pulled the mana out of there. It was funny, someone before was talking about the, you can see the blue bar right here. They thought it was related to the demon portal, so I thought they knew what they were talking about. I thought it was like a tip, but no, it's actually just the mana level. So, let's go in. Why are we underground? Gonna have to dig out of here. Wish I brought a hammer. And we're all out of aura too, so I can't repair this pickaxe. Let's see, how deep can we be? Hopefully not too deep. No, it looks like... yeah, there it is. Yep, and there's the first one. Oh, undershot it just a little bit. There's the dragon. 9 crystals left. What are these? What's that? Okay, there's the Ender Dragon. See if I can shoot that one from here. Overshot it just a little bit, I think. You know, I think... yeah, if the Enderman... yeah, if it uses the Dragon Breath, sometimes it aggroes the Enderman. Let me go ahead and take these out. Let's see if we could shoot that one from here. Just a little under. There's one. We're gonna have to climb up to the other ones though that are pretty high. That are blocked off. Like that one. There are... is that usually in... oh, that's a lot. I haven't actually fought the Ender Dragon in this version now that I think about it. Okay, that's one dealt with. Okay, that's a little bit annoying. How long does it take for the dragon stuff to leave? Actually, I could just fall from here. Yeah, it hurts, but it's not gonna kill me. Yep. Stay over there, sir. Fully stuffed. Oh, that's from eating the food. Enderman, I didn't look at you. I am not your foe. Okay, that's 6. Yeah, we should be fine. We basically take 0 damage versus the Ender Dragon, as long as I avoid the Dragon's Breath. Should be good. See if I can snipe this one. Oh, just a little under. Yep, 5. I should have kept track. Okay, that one up there is still lit. Four. And I think that's good enough. Let's see, actually, I might be able to, like... where is he? My render distance is so low, I can't tell where he is. Oh, there he is. He comes down, though. Yeah, I've never fought the Ender Dragon on this one. On this version of Minecraft. Which makes sense, because every time there was a recipe that called for Dragon's Breath, I never actually knew where to get that. Okay, he's healing off of this one. I'm gonna have to continue taking these out. This one's pretty tall, though. See, hopefully this doesn't break. Keep going up. Oh, they show on the minimap, I think, so I can see which 4 are left. Yeah, 3 left. There's 1. 1 over there. Ow. Okay, if I stand in this, I take way too much damage. So I do have to be careful of that. A little too low. There we go. And then the over here. So let's get up here. Ooh, ender pearls. I'll take those. Yeah, he aggroed a bunch of them. That's hilarious. Okay, let's see if we can get on the top of this one, and then there should just be 1 more. Oh. Ow. He knocked me off, that's annoying. Let's see, I think I can... Kobe. Should land right on the top. Or to land on this side. I missed. Oh, it's that pillar. Okay, while he's doing that, I should be able to get up here. Very boring fight. Yeah, this would have been way easier if I had creative flight. I was at that point with mechanism, I believe. I could have made a jetpack, like the armored jetpack. That would have made this a heck of a lot easier. Okay, that's 1 left, and it's over there. Okay, there we go. Now he's not going to heal, which means we can easily kill him with the Terrorblade. Let's come down here. I'm gonna have to lead the shot. Luckily, I spent way too much of my youth playing War Thunder. But it is far more maneuverable than an airplane. But that is useful. What is it? The Terrorblade ability actually stays in the sky for a little bit longer. Oh, there he is. Oh, there he is. Okay, he's slowly dying. As long as we maintain our mana, this is really not a problem. It's just gonna be really, really slow. Is this fight always this annoying? How do the speedrunners do it? They always just like camp right here and then he stays there for them to just one-shot him. Okay, it looks like he's coming down to land. Never mind. Okay, that has to be somewhat new bait. I didn't look at you. I didn't look at you either. A little bit annoying. Because now I have to hear their screams. Okay, he's flying over here. Oh. Oh, this is taking forever. I should have brought more arrows. Can you come down here and fight me? Okay, since when does he do that? Okay, he's about halfway. Oh, you know what would have made this fight so much easier? When I was farming the Spirit of Gaia, I made the matter cannon just so I could deal way more damage at range a lot faster. I should have brought that. I completely forgot about that. The matter cannon would have definitely made short work of this guy. But at least I brought this sword, so I have some form of range damage, because otherwise this was not going to work out. Ow! Okay, I was not expecting that kind of attack. That was pretty cool, though. Oh, can't really move. Where is he? I can hear him. I don't... Oh, there he is. Let's see, he's almost dead. Okay, yeah, without this passive regen, I think I would have died already. Okay, he's almost down, just a little bit more. Next time I'm bringing Creative Flight. That way I can just ignore the dragon fire. Ow. Can you stay in one spot? Just a little bit more. Okay, come on, this is it. Is that it? Is he dead? There we go. Ooh, Enderman's full. And there we go. Finally. The end is freed. And with that, the credits roll. And then we skip the credits, because I've read it before. Now what does that unlock for the quest line? The Taste of Power. Visit the end. Done. Kill the dragon. Done. Congratulations. You've killed the End Dragon. There is no more left to conquer. You are a champion. You have reclaimed the world. As far as anyone can really be concerned, you finished the mod pack. Any quests past this are exclusively for bragging rights, creative items, OP stuff, lame resource dump recipes, and all that jazz. Thank you immensely for putting the time and effort into finishing the pack. This was a huge undertaking for me, but hopefully you enjoyed it enough that it was worth it. ACCBDD. And then these are the creative items. An infinitely superheated blaze. So you can make that with a blaze cake, 100 experience droplets, 100 molten dawnstone. And I'm assuming there's more creative items locked in behind that as well. But for now, let's sleep to stop the rain. And with that, it's finally over. It took a whopping, I think this is episode 40, right? Is this episode 40? Let me take a look. What episode is this? Let me see here. Click. Episode 39. So just under 40 episodes. This will be episode 39. But with that, we finally did it. The world of Reclamation is completed. And I'm glad to have you all here by my side to watch it done. This series has grown massively, bigger than I could ever imagine, even bigger than Liminal Industries. I started this YouTube channel years ago. And first, I made Fortnite videos before Fortnite Battle Royale was even a thing. I was playing the survival mode. And I did that for a few weeks and then stopped. Went to college, did that. And then this year I decided I want to start making YouTube content again. And it was slow growing, but it was fun. And then Liminal Industries popped off, my first video to hit over 10,000 views. And I thought, wow, I can only go up from here. And then Reclamation goes up to over 250,000 views. Over 250,000, a quarter of a million. And I couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you all for being here. I've had a blast playing the pack, and I can't wait to see what pack we do next. I'm your host, Hamas28, and I'll see you guys next time.